Good morning from North Rock Lanes in Wichita, Kansas. We are underway with our first round of match play here at the PWBA Wichita Open. I'm Lucas Wiseman. This is Bowl TV on Extra Frame. And this is game 1 of 16 today in our round-robin match play competition. Our opening matches, Jen Higgins, who's up right now on lane 24, taking on Stephanie Johnson. And our other match is last week's champion in Lubbock, Jazriel Tan of Singapore, shooting the single pin right now, taking on Danielle McEwen. We bowled 12 games of qualifying yesterday to determine the 16 players who advanced into the match play portion of this event. As Higgins leaves a 9-pin. Brianna Caldwell was your qualifying leader with a 224.08 average. Diana Zaviolova qualified second, Carolyn Doran-Ballard third, Kelly Kulik fourth, Stephanie Johnson fifth, Jazriel Tan sixth, Kayla Johnson seventh, Linda Barnes eighth, ninth place was Shannon O'Keefe, 10th place Sabrina Divis. Danielle McEwen qualified in the 11th position. Jennifer Higgins 12th, 13th Wichita State current bowler Daria Kovalova. 14th is Hall of Famer Leanne Holsenberg. 15th is Amanda Green, and 16th, and earning the last spot in the cut, was Shannon Sellens with a 208.42 average. Stephanie with a double to start, an early lead on Higgins. So the way the round-robin match play works, we're going to bowl 8 games in this morning session, round 1. Round 2 of match play will be coming up this afternoon, and that's another 8 games, with the final game being a position round. And after the 16 games today, all the pins carry forward for the 12 games yesterday, the 16 games today, 30 bonus pins for each win, 15 pins for a tie, 0 for a loss. And after the final game today, we will make the cut to the top 4 for the stepladder finals, which will be tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. There is also live scoring available if you would like to, excuse me, if you would like to see the frame by frame for any of the pairs across this 48-lane bowling center here in Wichita, North Rock Lanes. You can see the frame-by-frame scoring for any of the matches going on, and that's at pwba.com/live. All right, so we're moving along here. Our opening match of this round one. Danielle McEwen with a strike. She's down a pin. Stephanie Johnson had the front four, now shooting the 6'10 spare, leading by a pretty good margin here as Higgins has yet to strike. So a 31 pin lead for Stephanie. Higgins looking for her first double of the day. Instead, it's a 10 pin here in the 6th frame, so she won't make up any ground. Jazriel Tan trails by a single pin against Danielle McEwen now. So an open frame for Danielle McEwen. She now trails by 11. Stephanie Johnson trying to get a double here and light hit carries. She's off to a great start this morning. A big lead for Stephanie. She's up by 41 pins here in game one of match play. Stephanie keeps cruising along here. She is bowling a huge game to start things off this morning. Another strike, 4 in a row. So a 4-bagger, 8-spare, 4-bagger for Stephanie. And she's got a chance to shoot 278 if she strikes out this game. Doesn't look like Jen's going to win this game. She's trying to get as much as she can here and limit the damage. That leaves a 4-pin on that shot. Jazriel makes her 10-pin, still up by 10 against Danielle McEwen. Well, Higgins can get to plus 16 this game. Looks pretty good. Goes a little high. Should be a 206 with the spare. So let's see if Stephanie can close this out for 278 this morning to kick things off. Stephanie made the show last week. Ended up losing to Jazriel Tan in the championship match. Got that posted on Bowl TV now, an edited version. We had some technical issues last week, but Jason Thomas went in and fixed it up a little bit. But you can view those finals on Bowl TV if you like to. There's the two players who were in the final right there. Jazriel on the right, Stephanie on the left. Jazriel getting the better of her last week in Lubbock. Steph looking very strong here early this morning. That one got away from her a little bit and went high, so instead of being in the 270s, she'll be in the 260s, which certainly will help her cause. She was already in 5th, and she was 77 off the lead. So a great start for Stephanie Johnson. 264-206 winner over Jen Higgins. Our other match is much different, much lower scoring as Jazriel Tan steps up in the 9th and finds just her 2nd strike of the match. And despite that, she still leads by 11 pins. So full mark lead for Jazriel. with a frame and a half to go. Danielle has the chance to put the pressure on Jazreel. She's going to need to do a little work here in the 10th. And that's not going to put any pressure on Jazzy. Danielle going to be at 183 best case scenario. That means that Tan will just need a mark. Now Jazreel doesn't even need a mark after that 7 count on the fill for McEwen. Jazreel gets just enough. 182 to 180. She defeats Danielle McEwen to pick up the 30 bonus pins, and we are heading into game 2 now. All right, so game number 2 underway. Sabrina Divis against Jazreel Tan on 23 and 24, and then to our right, Shannon O'Keefe against Kayla Johnson. Kayla Johnson. She is fun to watch. That powerful delivery of hers. Shannon O'Keefe with a double to start the match. Matt Farber, Junior Team USA member. Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Good morning, Lucas. How are you?
I'm good. Here hanging out this week, watching the competition.
Yeah.
I think you've been closely watching Shannon this week.
Yeah, it's been great to see all these ladies out here bowling, and it's something, you know, to see that they have stuff to bowl and to bring this back for them it's pretty awesome.
Shannon with a double, Kayla with a double to start. And we are underway here, game number 2 of our match play. Pattern doesn't look super easy, does it? It's
No, they definitely look, especially on the fresh, they look pretty tricky. Yesterday, as the blocks kept going on, it looks like the girls were able to move closer into the head pin and kind of just shim it in there. But you know, especially on this fresh, they're looking pretty touchy. So some girls they're either whacking it or they're really struggling on it.
What did Shannon bowl her first match?
Her first match, she bowled 222 with an open in the 10th and lost to Linda Barnes, who bowled 237.
Wow, it's a pretty high scoring match.
Yeah, they both had were 279 pace going into the 9th, and then Linda spared in the 9th. I think, yeah, and then Shannon went spare open or strike open in the 9th and 10th. So it was a good match. You see some girls have some high scores the first game, and then, like I said, like the others are 180s, nothing too crazy. So still a lot of bowling left, though.
There is
a lot of bowling left.
It's a long day, 16 games of round robin match play. This is just game 2. We had Stephanie Nation shoot in the 260s on our, or sorry, Johnson shoot in the 260s on our featured pairs. She happened to walk by right when I said it. Stephanie Johnson shot 260 on our featured pairs the first game. And that might have been one of the higher games across the house.
Yeah, I think I saw one other 250 down there on like 11 and 12 or so, but that was pretty much about it.
And Kayla misses her spare. Kayla Johnson, it's nice to see her out here. She missed the queens in the first couple of stops. She's been recovering from surgery and
wrist surgery, right?
Yep, wrist surgery, and so
it's great to see her
getting back on it. And she said, I was talking to her yesterday a little bit about it, and she said she's not 100% yet, and she can tell that she still is missing some of the rotation that she used to have. And I said, well, I think that anybody would take the amount of rotation that you've got now.
Yeah, that's for sure.
it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, for her to come off such a, I mean, there's no injury that's easy to come back from, but especially something like that. And then to go over and bowl in Japan. She said she had a blast in Japan. And, you know, to come back here and to still be able to show some heart. And she bowled a huge block, the second block last night to get herself in the number. So, you know, it's good to see that. It's good to see that she's out here competing.
And a pocket 7-10 is not going to make her so happy.
No, especially after that missed spare.
Sabrina stepping up. She pitches it pretty far right.
Just a little too far.
Yeah, can't quite get it that far right.
Nah, it's a little bit of a steep angle through the front part of the lane. It's going to make it a little tough. But she has been looking good on the fresh. Yesterday she looked good on the fresh, and I think she bowled all right the first game today.
It's a 38-foot pattern that is closely resembles the Atlanta pattern. So if you're wondering what we're bowling on here in this event this week, you can find the actual graph at PWBA.com on the tournaments page. Just look for the Wichita event and you'll find the link on there.
Got Amanda Green with the front four just off to the left here.
Yeah, Amanda, I'm sure we'll see her a little bit later. She, last week, was well within the number going into the second round of qualifying and then dropped out. Bowled really poorly the second round of qualifying. And this week, she was second after the first round. And I think with a game or two to go, she had dropped out of the number again. And she stepped it up and saved her sanity and made it in.
Got back in the number.
Yeah, I think she was going to be pulling her hair out if she had dropped out again.
Yeah, doing that 2 weeks in a row. Doing that ever is never fun. I'm sure most people have been there and done that, but
and she just barely squeaked in by 6 pins.
Oh,
so
man.
Amanda Green probably slept a little easier last night, knowing that she was able to get in the match play.
Yeah. Especially knowing that you have 16 games, right? They're both 16 or 15?
16, yeah. 15 and then the position round after that.
Yeah, so I mean, with that much bowling left, anything can happen in that. So, I mean, she's only, what, 130 off the show?
Exactly.
So
There's nobody that's
out of it.
That's out of it, for sure. Especially since we've got 16 games with bonus pins, 30 bonus pins for a win, 15 for a tie.
It's a lot of pins out there still.
This is game 2 of 8 for the morning session. We'll have a brief break for re-oil and let the players rest for a bit. And then we start again at 1:30 Central Time this afternoon with the second round of matches. Jazzy's starting to throw a little better this morning after struggling to a 182 in game 1. Now she's got 4 in a row.
Still snuck out the win game 1, though.
Yep, just barely got it.
Got it done. Kayla coming back off those 2 opens with a nice double there.
I have always loved Kayla's game. It's very, very powerful, high rev, fun to watch. It's unique for the women's game.
Yeah, absolutely.
You don't see too many women who can throw it like she does.
Yeah, no. I mean, you definitely starting to see a trend now with the younger girls starting to get more aggressive and more powerful style, just because of, you know, what the game's, you know, developed into. So it's nice to see. I mean, so much young talent across the nation, across the world. I mean, you go overseas and you see these girls that just throw it unbelievable, and you know, it's just really awesome to see.
Wicked 10-pin for Shannon O'Keefe. One thing you see, Matt, is with the field, if you look across, is a lot of these ladies have pretty high ball speed, which is seems to have become more and more important in the women's game.
Yeah, I think some of it has to do with the bowling balls and just how strong they've become. So, you know, if the girls were to be throwing them as slow as they used to, then I think they would really struggle, especially on this fresh, when they're so they're pretty flat like they are this weekend. So I definitely think the higher ball speed just allows them to keep the ball more in play and stay out of trouble longer.
We also have a good mix of players in the match play field this week. We've got players who are high rev, like to hook it, players who like to play it pretty straight. We've got you got a mix
veterans,
of.
you got some rookies out here.
Yeah,
It's good to
exactly.
see. You got everybody. You got the whole mix in here. It's
big mix. I don't think we have any lefties that made it.
No.
But there also weren't that many lefties in the field.
Yeah, I really only saw. I mean, I was walking up and down yesterday. I really only saw like a handful, if that.
Yeah, there really aren't that many. So it's. I don't know that the lefties were shut out by any means this week. I think Ashley Rucker bowled pretty well. She finished 28th.
Yeah, she was close all day.
Yeah, she was always hanging around the number during qualifying, but I think she just kind of fell out of it the last few games.
Yeah.
Marina with a strike, but she's getting run over by Jazz Reel right now. And that 6 count by Shannon will
lose a little wood there.
Make things a little bit closer. But Kayla had a couple opens that she'll have to make up for with a big string of strikes if she wants to win the game.
Should be good. Yep.
I hate that spare. That 1, 2, 4, 8.
Yeah.
So many ways to miss it.
Yeah, especially especially when they're hard. And
yeah.
You can leave the leave the 4-pin standing. You can leave the 8 standing. I've done it all. So it's a big spare there.
Jazzy cruising along. Jazzy Fresh, 5 in a row.
Jazzy Fresh. That's a pretty awesome nickname.
Oh boy.
Here comes the Wiseman jinx.
Yeah, nothing fresh about that. That was pretty stinky. She misses the head pin to the right and leaves the rail. Here comes Kayla Johnson.
She is not done yet.
Let's see, pulled to within 8 pins.
Yep. Well, see, I like to do the math at what they would like to strike out for.
Yep.
So she's actually, in my books, up in the match because she can go up to 46.
Yeah.
But technically, you're correct.
Yeah. If it was a house shot, I might go with you on that theory. But the odds are a little bit less that the players will strike out on this pattern.
Yes, that's for sure.
So let's see if Kayla can take the lead here with a strike in the 8th for 4 in a row. Oh,
big trip.
Gets it high, breaks it up. 4 in a row.
Yep. Looks like Danielle McEwen's striking down there a bit. She's got like a 5 or 6 bagger. Oh no, what are you doing to me?
Just tightening up your mic a little bit there. It looked like it was starting to move on you. Jazzy, that looks a lot better. She's up big. Up by 43 or so.
Let's see if Shannon can get back on it here.
She got that one right. 245.
She's been struggling on the fresh, yesterday and obviously not today. She bowled to 20 the first game with an open in the 10th, but yesterday the fresh looked really, really tricky. And by struggling, I mean bowling 190. So really, really not that struggling. But
well, what's interesting for Shannon is she was pretty consistent from the first block to the second block. O'Keefe shot 1280 and then shot 1271. So that's about as consistent as you can get.
Yeah, I mean she bowled 170 the last game yesterday. So I mean she bowled, she's pretty much just did the same thing both blocks. Had a couple 180 games in there and then just bowled 230 a bunch of times in there.
Well, I would guess she'll probably have to step it up a notch to make the show, sitting in 9th place. If she wants to get in there.
Can't have any 170s in there. That'll hurt a lot. But there still is a ton of bowling left.
A couple of frames to go between O'Keefe and Johnson. Shannon has hit a little bit of a rough patch here towards the end of this game.
That one looks good.
Nope, still didn't hook.
Just maybe look a little tighter down here compared to where she started.
It's a pretty low-scoring match on that pair. That first game between Jazzy and Danielle.
Yeah, she won with 182, right?
Yeah, 182, 180.
Yeah, it definitely looks. This player looks a little trickier.
Sabrina goes high. And she is going to drop this game against Jazz Reel.
It's a big spare for Shannon. Well, that match is still close.
Kayla's up by 8.
Yep.
With a couple of frames to go. Kayla can step up here, throw 3 strikes and close out this game.
Close it out. That looks pretty good.
Look at that.
Gets the half 10 out.
Six-pin took a piece of the 10, and
Oh, yeah.
now it's an 18-pin lead for Kayla going into the 10th.
All she needs is a mark and count, and she's good to go.
Yeah, because Shannon can only shoot 218. Kayla can still strike out for 246. So if she spares here, she'll be in the 220s, which would be enough.
Yep. Looks pretty good. Yep.
She's throwing the ball pretty good this morning.
Yeah.
I don't know what she bowled her first game.
I think she won. She bowled 218 the first game, 218 maybe.
She was a couple of spots ahead of Shannon in the standings coming into today.
Yeah.
Kayla was in 7th.
Definitely is not going to be an easy run for the top for anyone.
It seems like the first couple of events that even 8 games into match play, everybody still had a chance to really make a run at least 4th.
Yeah.
Have a chance to make it in. Oh, look at that. Kicks the 2 out for another strike. That's going to put her in the 240s. Jazzy with the big 4 in the 10th. We saw Cameron Doyle make this.
Oh, yeah.
Live on
that
Bowl
was pretty
TV
cool to watch.
At Junior Gold. Unfortunately, he went on to lose the match.
He got beat pretty bad that match.
So Jazzy finishes up with 228.
Still
a good game,
enough.
but she could have had a lot more.
Yeah.
Kayla's final shot here, game 2, is a strike for
Flush.
246. So she rolls over Shannon O'Keefe, who clean, but not enough striking for Shannon.
Nope.
Now she just needs to strike out to limit the damage.
Yeah. Let's see. She can get this one to hook. Yeah. Let's see what we got going on around here. Oh.
Well, Shannon's going to be at 208 with the spare.
So what's next for you, Lucas?
Heading to Green Bay on Thursday for the Senior Masters.
Sweet.
Yeah, we'll have the live streaming on Bowl TV.
Awesome.
Starts on Monday. Matt Cannizzaro will be there to kick things off.
Great. Saw Matt about a month ago in El Paso.
Yeah, he's all done out there, which means he can help me out.
Yeah, that's good for you, right?
Yeah. Allow me to take a little bit of a break before going to the Senior Masters for the match play and the step ladder. And then I've got all summer long with the PWBA Tour. I'll be at all the events moving forward.
Well, that's awesome.
Closing out our second game here.
Yeah.
Looked like Shannon was just trying to get a read there.
Definitely.
246, 207.
Well, it's still going upwards, so that's good. Plus minus wise.
They're bowling pretty quick this morning, too.
Yeah. It's always good for us.
Yeah, it's well, it's good for them, too. They get a little bit longer of a break if they bowl faster. Looks like we're going to have Kelly Kulik against Amanda Green. On 25 and 26. And Shannon Sellens coming over to 23 and 24. Not sure who Shannon's going to be bowling just yet.
It's been an early couple past few days.
Especially for you, right?
Oh, man.
You're not used to getting up this early.
Not in the summer, at least. Junior Gold was a long week, and coming here is a long weekend. It's fun, though. It's good.
Yeah, you're on Junior Team USA this year, but it has to be your last year, right?
Yeah.
You've aged out, I'm sure.
I'm all done. I'm getting old now.
I had a feeling.
I was lucky enough to get on for one last year. And now I'm done.
But now you got to make the big team.
Yeah, I got to compete with the big boys now.
I assume you'll bowl the Team USA trials.
Yeah, I'll be out there. Been kind of close the last couple of years. 2 years ago I was very close, and this past year I was bowled well, but everybody else bowled amazing out there, so makes things a little tougher.
So it looks like it's going to be Shannon Sellens against Carolyn Doran-Ballard on 23 and 24. As we are into game number 3 of 8 this morning. Always a treat to get to watch Kelly Kulick bowl and Carolyn Doran-Ballard.
Yeah.
A couple of the greatest players in the game.
Absolutely.
And Shannon Sellens, amateur in the field.
She's from Long Island. She's from my place-ish. Kelly trips the 4.
For those of you just tuning in this morning, we're live at North Rock Lanes in Wichita, Kansas for the PWBA Wichita Open. Bowl TV on YouTube, or sorry, geez, Bowl TV on Extra Frame. Still getting used to all these things.
Man.
I'm Lucas Wiseman, and Matt Farber, Junior Team USA member, is joining us.
Follow me on Twitter.
Go ahead, give your Twitter handle.
It's at Matt Farber 11. Feel free to follow me in my journeys around the country. I have some pretty funny tweets. Most of them about my flights being delayed. Pretty much every one, but
I'm not sure if I see your tweets. I might have you muted.
if you have me muted, I'll be pretty upset. I'm not gonna lie.
Look. Oh nope, you're lucky. I don't.
Oh, thank God.
Don't have you muted. Amanda converts the baby split for the spare in the second to keep it even against Kelly Kulick.
It's a good thing that it's about 4 hours too early for Cam and Greg to be up, so I don't have to be bothered about giving them shout-outs.
Yeah, they tend to sleep pretty late, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like Kelly Kulick is in the lead after the first game of match play at plus 317. Diana Zamulova second at plus 310. Stephanie Johnson plus 306. Carolyn Doran-Ballard plus 266. And Linda Barnes at plus 239. I'm sorry, Brianna Caldwell at plus 266. kind of looking at our projector down the lanes. It doesn't look like our standings are updated just yet on the website. Have to look into that.
Well, it definitely looks like this pair over here is definitely a little tricky because Shannon's moved to the next pair and she's got the front three. And these girls down here aren't striking as much.
Yeah, a lot of splits early here in game 3. Carolyn Dorn-Ballard with a strike. Amanda's had a couple splits in a row. Top 4 after 16 games today are going to advance into the stepladder finals tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Time.
That's good.
Good, but not good enough.
That's close.
Leaves the 10-pin. Does Shannon Sellens. And Kelly, you can just see her off to the right of the screen. Sure seems like 25 and 26 might be a little tricky today.
Yeah, definitely looks like it.
Kayla made them look pretty good.
Yeah, she did. She's way farther left than everybody. They just look a little bit tighter, I think. Hold on again. Kelly's going high, so I'm not sure if that necessarily is true, but they definitely look tricky.
And maybe Kelly needs to make a step left.
Yeah, maybe just a couple boards.
Get over a little closer to where Kayla was playing, maybe.
Yeah. Probably not a bad idea. Shannon Sellens is in there, so she just went flush. So.
By the way, if you're looking at the live scoring and you see the totals next to the players' names, that is not their total, so don't read too much into that. Kelly up by 14 against Amanda Green. And Carolyn Dorn-Ballard looking for a double to take a 10-pin lead against Shannon Sellens. Nope. Comes up light. 2-4-8.
Amanda Green getting back on it with a strike there.
There's live scoring if you'd like to check that out at pwba.com/live. You can see the frame-by-frame as it happens for any of the pairs in the house. Wow, that was not close for Carolyn. You don't see that very often.
No, that was not something that you usually see from her.
It looked like she was trying to hook it at the spare and
missed a tad right.
Yeah, missed right. And didn't have a chance. That's a little bit left off the hand for Amanda. This is game 3 of 8 this morning. At the Wichita Open.
Looks like Carolyn changed balls there and looked a lot better.
Well, Matt, it seems as though we are too boring for Blaine D. Jeffrey on Facebook, who
really?
says, get rid of the extra frame commentator. Bowling is a lot more exciting than presented by the commentators. Get Randy Peterson, he'll liven bowling up.
Interesting.
This is not the time to get like super excited. If you ever watch our live streaming of like step ladders or finals, you know that I yell a lot and I get excited.
I feel like that's pretty harsh to say. I mean, we're in game 3 of
Exactly,
16 games of match play. You're not going to see people running them out and slapping it out and screaming. So I don't see the need for the yelling of the commentators to liven this up. But
we get it a little bit exciting during the step ladder for sure.
I mean, yeah, this is when it gets down to crunch time, it definitely gets exciting.
I would say that the tone of the commentary usually resembles the tone of the bowling, and right now the tone of the bowling is very subdued and mellow, and
you know, there's a ton of bowling left to do today. So for these players to get extremely amped up, game 3 would be pretty exhausting for them. So
yeah, it's really important to not expend a lot of energy early. And
yeah,
I mean, maybe at the end of a match or something, you might get a little excited if you have a shot to win.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
even then, it's a little early for that much theatrics.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy out of you, especially when they bowled 12 games yesterday. Some of them bowled the Pro-Am last night. So I mean, some of them have bowled 15 games yesterday, which is a lot of bowling when they're tough. And then they got to bowl 16 more games today. And then if you make the step ladder, then you got to, you know, at least a minimum of a few games probably, unless you're the #1 seed. So.
And quite honestly, you don't see a lot of the gamesmanship that you see on like the PBA tour in match play like this. It's not the same.
Those guys are a lot more animated than these girls. Have a lot more composure, and
this is more pure bowling than that.
Watching girls bowl is, I mean, for the most part, they're all solid at the line. They post their shots. You watch guys bowl, they just rip the cover off the ball.
And there's not a lot of the nonsense talking trash, water bottles, whatever stuff going on.
Girls tend to keep that stuff to themselves until they get into the car.
Well, you'll see some excitement as we move along here in match play. We have an update on the standings for you now. After the first 2 games of match play, 14 games overall, Kelly Kulik plus 416, so she's got almost a 100-pin lead on the field now. Stephanie Johnson at plus 319. By the way, Kelly's 526 for the first 2 today.
It's scary. It's so scary.
Kayla Johnson is all the way up to 3rd now at plus 310. Carolyn Doran-Ballard, I'm going to get in trouble for saying this, the lone senior in the match play field, is 4th
had to do it.
At plus 309. It's got the S next to her name. Diana Zavialova is 5th at plus 304. Jazriel Tan plus 272. Brianna Caldwell 271. Linda Barnes at 258. Amanda Green 235. Get the idea. There's very close.
Yeah.
With a lot of games to go. Right now, Kelly Kulik in the lead by 97 pins. Helps to build a lead when you go 526 plus you win both your matches for an extra 60 pins. So she's plus 186 today.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Shannon Sellens is, I mean, she's 470 for 2. She's made a huge jump from 16th to 10th in 2 games, so it's good to see. She's struggling this game, but still got a lot of bowling left.
You can find those standings at pwba.com/live. Match play standings after 2 games. Carolyn and Shannon with a pretty low-scoring game here. No doubles in that match.
Looks better.
Carolyn with the old CDB tickler there gets the
5-7 out.
That was close to a 4-5-7.
Yeah, that was close. Shannon did that yesterday. Seen a few of them this week.
So Sellens steps up and she leads by 15 pins, mostly thanks to the open by Carolyn in the 3rd.
It's a good shot. Gets it to go.
Kelly with a strike in the 7th, and she leads by 25. 3 frames left. I'm Lucas Wiseman, joined by Matt Farber, Junior Team USA member.
Good morning to everyone.
Matt, are you still in school, or are you done with school,
no,
or what are you doing?
I still got one more year left at Stony Brook University, so not really sure what I'm going to do after that, but still got 2 semesters left. Could graduate a semester early, but I'm not going to kill myself. I'm going to enjoy my time in school and have fun. I actually can't wait to get back to school and see all my friends and stuff, so should be a fun year.
Oh, it looks like they're putting extra frame up on the
Television.
monitors. Television.
Yeah. Looks kind of laggy.
All right, so Carolyn trying to match the double put on the board by Sellens.
Uh-oh.
And that's not going to be a strike.
No.
Carolyn looking a little uncomfortable, especially on that right lane where she has not struck.
Yeah.
She has struck every time on the left lane in this game. Amanda Green down by 35. A couple of frames to go.
Shannon O'Keefe's looking like it's either a strike or a split. Down to the left. Oh, I see a lot of strikes from someone over there. 260.
Yeah.
Can't see who it is though.
Looks like Stephanie Johnson.
Yes, it does. So
She's moving on up.
oh yeah, she's making moves.
Probably not going to catch Kelly this game, but she certainly
It's gonna
will
make
narrow
up
the
some
gap
ground.
a little bit. Yeah. Kelly can only shoot 249 this game.
I mean, like only. That's subpar for her. Jazzy Fresh seems to be struggling a little bit this game.
It's a catchy nickname, isn't it?
It is Jazzy Fresh. It's an awesome nickname. Have you ever told her that that's her nickname?
Oh, she knows.
She
Yeah,
knows?
She knows.
Does she like it?
She does. People like it too.
Yeah, it's
Other
a nice
fans like
nickname,
it.
Jazzy Fresh.
I just wish that Jazzy was down here full time on the tour. This is, I think, the last stop that
Oh, really?
the Singaporeans are bowling.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have thought that they would have been bowling all of them.
No, I guess they have training to do. They're big on training
Oh
together.
yeah,
and
very, very big on training.
So imagine they're getting ready for the World Championships in Abu
Right,
Dhabi
right.
in December.
Well, I think she'll, did she make the cut the first one as well?
Jazzy?
Yeah.
She won the last week in Lubbock, but
What
they
about
didn't.
2
They
weeks
didn't bowl
ago?
in Sacramento.
Oh, they didn't bowl in Sacramento?
No.
All right, well, at worst, she'll be 1 for 2 on professional events for the summer, so I think she'll take it.
Another strike for Kelly Kulik. And an open for Carolyn Doran-Ballard. She's looking agitated. Would be I guess, a word you might use. Trying to think of a stronger word. Words that would be appropriate for live streaming.
Yeah.
Dell's trying to get her attention, and she wants nothing to do with it.
Uh-oh, Shannon. Get the 10 out.
It's 3 in a row for Shannon Sellens. And she's up huge on Carolyn, so Shannon's going to win that game. Kelly trying to strike out here. She has no idea, but Stephanie Johnson, who's just behind her in the standings by 100 pins, shot 260. And Kelly trying to keep that lead, but
that is not what
7-10.
she wanted.
Yeah, that's tough. And now she's going to be in the 2 teens, and Stephanie basically chopped the lead in half.
Yeah.
In 1 game.
1 game. I mean, it's crazy what bonus pins will do. Extra 30 pins every game is huge. So maybe we need to like start dancing or something, Lucas.
Make it a little more exciting.
Yeah, we're apparently just still too boring.
So an open frame for Kelly in the 10th, 215 is what she shoots. But it's still going to be a winner, as the best Amanda Green can strike out for is 194.
all right.
Angie Vi tweeting in that they're watching from Ohio.
Angie.
Hi, Angie.
I could use some of Angie's cookies. Angie makes the best cookies you'll ever eat.
We had some cookies brought to us yesterday by one of the bowlers.
I didn't get any.
Who's from here? They were Rolo cookies. They were cookies with a Rolo baked inside of them. They were quite
Sounds
good.
so good.
Yeah, they were tasty.
Yeah, Angie makes all the cookies. She makes chocolate chip, peanut butter, sugar. She makes it all.
We are big fans of cookies here in the broadcast booth.
Yes.
Anytime anybody wants to bring us cookies, we're...
You want a Twitter shout out? Just bring us some cookies
That's
and
exactly
we'll
right.
shout you out.
I did exactly what happened yesterday. I gave Tiffany a shout out for bringing us the cookies.
Anything for some cookies, man.
Wrapping up game 3 of match play this morning.
Let's see if Carolyn can somewhat salvage the last game and bail it out for 170.
Looks like Carolyn moved in.
Yeah.
She says stellar reaction.
She is.
Stellar, very sarcastically as she walks off the...
On tilt.
I think she was talking to Dell.
Yeah.
She's not happy.
Oh, man. It's rough being a ball rep out here.
Carolyn's going to be in the 150s. Even rougher when it's your wife.
Yeah.
Another tweet from Mallory Nutting saying, watching the PWBA Tour on Extra Frame. Can't wait to bowl the Women's U.S. Open in September. So we look forward to seeing you.
Me.
She did not.
Mallory. Disappointed.
All right, wrapping up our third game. Thanks for the tweets, by the way. I'm at Lucas_Wiseman, and he's at Matt Farber 11.
Yeah, feel free to keep tweeting at us, ask us questions. That's what our favorite cookies are and stuff like that.
You can also tweet at PWBA Tour as well. Make sure you follow the PWBA on Twitter. We're still growing our Twitter account up to 2,111 followers.
Wow.
We should have many more than that, so please give us a follow at
Keep following
PWBA
it
Tour.
up. Keep getting the word out.
Looks like on 25 and 26 for Game 4, we're going to have Kovalova against Caldwell. As we will watch Shannon Sellens step up here, 10th frame. 216 max for Shannon. Carolyn only had 154.
It's got a hook. Two pin.
Johnny Campos is watching. Says we're doing a great job on Extra Frame. He's trying to keep up on Kayla Johnson's first event from Peoria. So far, Kayla, she was pretty impressive on the live stream pairs. Not sure what she bowled last game.
She was kind of far down there.
We will update you once we get an update on the standings. Just finishing Game 3 across the house here.
That looks pretty good. Flush. So an extra 30 plus 35 for Shannon for the game.
Yeah, 205, 154 win with 30 bonus pins for Shannon Sellens.
So not a bad start for Shannon at all. She's what she built like close to 680 for the first three.
Yeah, that'll get her to plus 238 overall. So moving in the right direction.
Yeah, that's for sure. Not going down. So Carolyn was up there, right? So she's gonna drop quite a bit.
Yeah, Carolyn is gonna fall
Hard.
hard.
So she's gonna be probably around plus 260-ish.
Yeah, she was minus 43 or so that game. So Carolyn's going to tumble a bit down the standings, I fear.
Yeah.
So it looks like we're going to have Kelly Kulik against Leanne Holstenberg on 23 and 24. That's a fun matchup.
Yeah. Maybe we should start screaming.
Kelly's going to kick it off here for game 4. A little high, leaves the 10-pin. And it looks like we're still waiting on Kovalova to come down. She just finished.
Yeah, she's on her way.
Going to be taking on Brianna Caldwell. The in-house extra frame feed is going at warp speed. It got buffered, I think, and it was trying to catch up.
God.
It's kind of funny.
They look like they're in the, yeah, that thing is catching
It's like a time lapse.
Yeah, it's pretty cool actually to watch. Oh, nice strike for Leanne to start off the match.
Leanne, yesterday in qualifying, we had her on for the first game on the live stream pairs, and she bowled pretty poorly the first game, and I thought she might be in some trouble, but you can never count out a bowler like Leanne Holstenberg. She turned it around after that opening game and managed to find a way to make it into match play here. Snuck in 14th place. She only bowled 5 over for the first block yesterday, then went 103 over for the second block.
That's a lot of bowling.
So she figured it out for sure. In the afternoon session of qualifying yesterday, Kelly pitches that one pretty far right, and it did not ever have a chance to strike. Well, there's a lot of oohing and ahhing going on for the second frame of game 4 down there.
Jazzy Fresh caught an early double. It's Jazzy Fresh. She's got the crowd behind her.
I think her teammates from Singapore showed up. And so now they're giving her a little support.
That's awesome. That's great. Got some more tweets coming in here from Timothy Berkey. Oh, Mallory made it up to me. She tweeted at me.
Of course.
Of course.
Kelly giving it a run, almost makes it.
Very close.
Here's our first look at Daria Kovalova, Wichita State amateur, originally from Ukraine. Leaves the 10-pin. She is a very talented young player.
Very talented.
She's one of those players who's sneaky good.
Oh, yeah.
Most people don't maybe know who she is just yet.
They will soon, that's for sure.
She beat Kelly to win the World Games title down in Colombia.
Yeah. And she got a chance to watch her bowl. She bowled World Youth Championships in Hong Kong last summer, so she bowled pretty well there. I think she made the show. Or no, she made it to top 8 or something. She bowled well. Kelly with another light 2-8.
Hey, Kelly's looking a little shaky early here in this game, but she has a tendency to light it up towards the end of the games.
2-pin for Daria.
Michelle just tweeted at me, said, love watching the women on Extra Frame. You guys do a great job. Thank you very much, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thanks for not thinking we're boring.
Yeah. You ever think of getting like a masseuse to
Yeah, I know, right?
give you a neck massage while you're sitting in the booth all day long?
I'd be satisfied with a nice recliner or something.
Ooh, that would be nice. Put it on your wish list maybe for the holidays. It's your nice big portable.
Well, we've got the truck, so maybe we
just
could
put it on transport, man.
Hulsenberg with a double to start this game against Kulik. That looks pretty good.
Oh yeah.
I remember when I was a youth bowler, I qualified for the National Adult Family Tournament. Got to travel to Kansas City, and the biggest thrill, and one of the only things I remember from that tournament was that I got to meet Leanne Barrett at the time, and Hulsenberg, and got her autograph. And that was pretty awesome.
That's pretty cool.
Fortunately, I don't think it makes Leanne feel very young, but but it was a cool experience, and that just goes to show you how important the PWBA Tour is in terms of helping to inspire and make memories for people, especially the youngsters. Pro-Am has been a big success so far on the tour, with lots of young ladies coming out to be inspired and meet these bowlers that they'll look up to for a number of years.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see. So we got a tied match so far through 2 frames here, in 25 and 26 between Brianna Caldwell and Daria Kovalova. And we got Leanne Hulsenberg over here with the front 4. See if Kelly can get striking here. That looks better. Yeah,
Kelly's in a little bit of a early hurt here.
Yep. That looks much better though, so let's see if she can string some together, get it going.
Couple of spares for each player in our Caldwell-Kovalova match. We're all tied up. Brianna, who led qualifying yesterday. She's a Team USA member for the 2nd time this year, and was a 4-time first-team collegiate All-American in Central Missouri.
Very impressive. She does it very good.
It's not so easy to be a 4-time first team,
yeah.
collegiate All-American. There aren't many people who do that. That's very rare.
Usually you see some honorable mentions and some academic
second team,
yeah,
third
second
team. But
exactly, but
first team is tough.
For 4 years straight.
Yep. And she bowled at Central Missouri, which was on the NCAA side.
Right.
Of college bowling. Kovalova trying to even things up instead, a 2-8-10, and she's going to fall behind.
This pair's still looking tricky.
Let's see if Leanne can take it to the front 5.
Oh,
that's
got a hook.
Way right.
That's got a hook.
Need something to kick it.
Oh, chips the 2 forward.
Can't believe that ball got all the way back to strike.
She can hook it.
Yep.
She can hook that thing.
Yeah, it helps that her ball speed was a little bit lower, and that allowed it to make that turn.
Yeah, that's for sure. Of course, Cameron's not up to bother me, but Sean's up to bother me. Sean said he's tuning in, he's watching. So what's up, Sean?
Hulsenberg trying to take us halfway home here. Wow. And it's just looks so effortless, doesn't it? Front 6 for Leanne Hulsenberg. She is cruising here against Kelly Kulik. So now Kovalova up after the open in the 3rd, trailing in this match by 15.
That looked much better.
She looked a little angry on that one.
She wanted it.
And now Kelly, if she wants to have any chance to pick up bonus pins,
probably
has to take it off the sheet.
That looks like another good one from Kelly. There it is.
Yeah, this could turn into a high-scoring game here.
Oh, yeah. Always potential for that.
Brianna looking for the first double in that match, and she's got it. She's now up big. 25-pin lead for Caldwell.
She's another one that'll just sneak up on you. Right? Yesterday she wasn't leading all day, right? The last couple of games she really skyrocketed
Diana
up there.
led pretty much the entire day
until
the last game she got caught.
Yeah,
Brianna doubled in the 10th to pass Diana.
And I think Brianna also bowled 270 the 5th game of the second block yesterday, because I remember that Carolyn bowled huge the 5th game yesterday, and she got passed by a couple people, and Brianna was one of them bowling 270.
A little bit of a lazy 10 there. All right, Leanne up now. Kelly's starting to put the pressure on her, but Leanne's got the front 6. Oh, that's in.
Oh. Oh. Almost caught enough shin there.
Yeah, she knew right away. You could tell off her hand it was
got him.
Snapchatting.
Got him.
Oh, no. Usually I'm pretty observant on those things.
Yeah, I got you, man.
You got me that time. Well, we'll see if Leanne can give it a run here, but that's just the opening that Kelly was hoping to get here.
Yeah, it makes it definitely a lot closer.
Not quite close.
Yeah. Getting the wood, though, that's important.
Yep. She gets one. 176 in the 7th for Hulsenberg. Still has the lead. Kovalova looking for a double.
That looks good. Good shot.
Yeah.
She really wants it.
As they say here in Wichita, she's bowling angry.
Oh, yeah. Bowl angry.
Kind of double. Making up for that open. Hulsenberg.
Get back on it here.
That was a little in, too.
Yeah.
Not a lot of hold on this 38-foot pattern. Miss left. It's not going to go high flush very often, if ever.
And they transition so differently from the girls to if there were guys bowling this. I mean, if there were guys bowling this, they'd be way farther in.
Lofting the left gutter by now.
I don't want to say it, but they'd be a lot farther left. And
3 in a row for Daria now.
That's pretty big. Get that match back.
Yeah, she pulls to within 4 pins. Leanne's max score is now 256, and Kelly's max score is
256.
256.
Back to close now.
Yep, especially if Kelly can pop a couple of strikes here.
Which she's more than capable of doing. Just a bit high for Brianna.
So both players can max at 256 in our Kulik-Hulsenberg match.
That looks pretty good.
Oh, man. Wasn't off by very much.
No. Kayla Johnson with a big split conversion over there.
Yeah, look like a 6, 7, 10.
Keep her in the match over there. That's another close one.
Yeah, she's
9 pins,
Danielle
10
McEwen.
pins, 11 actually, yeah, 11 pins.
Thanks to Timothy Berkey for having our back on the USBC Facebook page. He says, great to see the PWBA back. He's watching in Oregon. Pretty early out there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, he wants the PWBA or PWBA to roll back to Oregon. That'd be a nice visit. I've never been to the state of Oregon before, one of the few states I've never been to. He says, Lucas and Matt, you're doing a great job. Great talent and mixed in this match play. And best of luck to Team USA in Toronto. Yeah, today's the singles medal day in Toronto at the Pan American Games, where all 4 Team USA athletes advanced into match play. So
yeah, they're bowling great so far. So
send them our well wishes and hope that they can bring home some some medals up there in Toronto, and we'll have updates on bowl.com once they become available.
Ooh,
Dasha goes a little high.
Big trip for her.
4 in a row. She should be in the lead by now.
Oh yeah, just like that, it turns right around.
7-pin lead for Kovalova. Leanne still leading by 21. This is the 9th frame. That looks a little better.
Yeah, much better shot.
Seems like she has a little bit of room right, but no room left.
Yeah. 9-pin, the other 9. The 4-9, I mean, she yanked it a good amount in and still almost held. And then she yanked it again, just 9-pin. So, I mean, she's got a tiny bit, probably more than most everybody else out here. But she's definitely got a little bit room to the right.
Look at the light hit.
The ultimate parlay right there.
Yeah, she bowed to the pins.
Yeah.
So thank you very much.
She's gonna run away with that one.
Yeah, she's up 17
on that pair.
Leanne looking to close this game out.
Ooh, she gets it to shim in there.
Yeah, and that's going to be a winner for Leanne Holzenberg.
Yeah. But still scary how Kelly seemed to be struggling early in the game, and she still can punch on the 10 for 230.
Yeah, that strike there put Leanne in the 240s.
Yeah. Big
Brianna,
double.
yeah, pulls it back to within 7, trying to keep this thing close.
Anything can happen. 2 frames left.
Another strike for Leanne. We're just a couple of, basically a couple of boards away from having a 300 game here.
Yeah, she's definitely got a great look right now on this pair.
Caldwell can take the lead with a strike here. She's down by 7 right now. Flip it to +3 with a strike.
That looks a little in.
Oh, it stuffs the 4-pin.
No trip 4 for her.
Looks like the standings are updated on our big board here in the bowling center, so I'm going to wait for it to rotate through and we'll give you an update. Not quite updated online. I think they were having some issues with the server. And Kelly at +461 before this game. Stephanie at +417, so Stephanie Johnson 2nd place. We've got Kayla Johnson in 3rd place at +313. Brianna Caldwell +298, Linda Barnes at +289, and Diana Zavilova not doing so hot today, +265. She's dropped a little bit.
She seems to be turning on the jets this game. I think she can strike out for 259, which will win the match by about 50 or so. So she can get back on it here.
Kovalova with a single pin here. Still leading by 7. If she makes it, going into the 10th.
So the cut right now for the show seems to be +298, right? Yeah, I think that was 4th place.
Kelly looking to get as much as she can here. She's going to lose 256 to 235 if she strikes on her last shot.
Do they re-oil after the first 8 games?
They do.
They do.
So back on fresh at 1:30 Central Time this afternoon.
Is this game 4?
This is game 4, yep. Game 4
going
8,
quick.
so we're almost halfway through.
Oh, yeah.
Judy Stenhouse sends us a tweet and says we're doing a great job. Thank you very much, Judy. One of our loyal Extra Frame viewers.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Judy.
All right, so 10th frame time here for Daria Kovalova. She is trying to close this thing out. She'll need a double to shut out Caldwell.
See if she can get it up.
Double bounced it a little bit
a little
at the
bit.
bottom and still gets the strike.
Still got it.
She's getting excited.
Oh, yeah. See if she can throw a good one here. Lock it up.
That one's nice. This is the big one, though.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Lucky to catch a break on that one. Maybe we should talk in accents, Lucas. Maybe that'll be making it more exciting.
I don't know if that would go over so well. People think we're Stuart Williams and Jason Belmonte or something.
Hey, it's not a bad duo.
And up now is my mate, Daria Kovalova.
It's a good shot.
Oh,
It's not
5.
hooked.
Gets half. And that means that Brianna Caldwell is going to have a chance.
Well, the wood is pretty big here. She needs as many as she can on the spare.
Caldwell can punch for 226. And if Dasha gets all of them here, she'd be at 223.
So all of them is pretty crucial here for the 30 bonus pins.
Yeah, it would definitely put
A little bit more pressure, yeah. It looks close.
Yeah,
No.
gets 2 and ends up at 220.
So double and 5.
Yep, 2 strikes and 5 pins for Caldwell to win the 30 bonus pins. A very important 30 bonus pins, given that Brianna is in 4th place currently.
Yeah, that'll be.
And it's very close.
Oh yeah, that'll be pretty big.
Looks like this is one of the last matches to finish.
Yeah, got one other match down there. That's a finish.
Double and 5 to win the game.
Looks pretty good.
That was better than pretty good. That was
very
exceptional. There was no way that was not going to strike.
Right. One more here, and a good shot. Let's see if she can do it here.
Brianna Caldwell trying to pick up the 30 bonus pins here. Game 4 of match play. Needs a strike. Good count.
It's another good shot.
Oh, 6 pin went in the gutter, never popped back out. And that means that Kovalova is going to take the bonus pins. Good match between those two.
Very good match.
We'll have Zaviolova against McEwen on 23 and 24 next game.
That'll be a good match to watch.
Looks like Carolyn Dorn-Ballard against Sabrina Divis on 25 and 26.
Pretty much every match is a good match.
It's a great field.
Oh yeah.
Great match play field here this week, as it has been each week so far. While we have a little bit of a break in the action here, make sure you follow the PWBA on Twitter at PWBA Tour, also on Facebook at facebook.com/PWBA Tour, and Instagram. PWBA Tour. So Instagram.com/PWBA Tour as well.
It's a good shot for Diana to start off the match.
Yeah, they're bowling at a really quick pace this morning. Hour and a half for the first 4 games.
I'm certainly not complaining.
They got a nice little pep talk from tournament director Damon Sirocco this morning.
Let's get it going, girls.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a long day.
Yeah, the pace of play in match play has been pretty slow.
Really?
The first 2 weeks. So it's been taking more than 4 hours to bowl the 8 games. Yeah, and so
it's a nightmare.
It's a long,
it's
long
a nightmare.
So
oh, man.
He gave them some advice, told them to
strike more,
kind of limit their cell phone usage, and especially between games. get up there and start bowling when the arrows are up and ready to go.
Yeah, they're definitely bowling at a very good pace today. It's not like absurdly quick. It's not, it's not really slow.
It's exactly what it should be.
Yeah, it's a nice,
much.
comfortable pace where they can bowl at a comfortable, be comfortable on their shots and not feel the pressure to be bowling, at a really, really quick pace. Sometimes when tournament directors are like, you need to bowl a little bit quicker, you feel some pressure on you to really speed it up and bowl in a way that's uncomfortable for you. But these girls don't seem to be uncomfortable at all, and they, seem to be bowling some pretty big numbers out here.
Well, Damon pretty much told them. He said that we're starting the second round of match play at 1:30. He said how much of a break you get depends on how fast or how slowly you bowl.
Right.
And they certainly have taken that to heart here this morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our excellent score runner, Marcia Klemkin, this morning. Our alternate on the match play field. Just walking past with her Starbucks coffee, her walkie-talkie, and her clipboard.
All the essentials.
Looking very official this morning.
Pen and coffee in one hand, clipboard and walkie-talkie in the other. Oh.
Diana with a blowout 7-10 split. That's going to even that one up after a couple frames. Sabrina with a baby split to shoot.
With the left side, maybe?
So an open frame. Appreciate you joining us here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame this morning. Lucas Wiseman and Matt Farber.
What's up, everybody?
PWBA Wichita Open from North Rock Lanes.
Shannon O'Keefe striking to the right. Nice shot for Sabrina to get back on it.
Just looking over Matt Farber's shoulder, his Snapchat is like the Grand Central Station of Snapchats over there.
I got everybody Snapchatting, texting me, asking for shout-outs. Now everybody wants to be my friend.
Of course, yeah. Only when you're on Extra Frame. Carolyn Dorn-Ballard. Let's hope that her ball reaction looks a little better than it did a couple of games ago when she joined us on the featured pairs.
What was she said? Stellar ball reaction?
Yes, sarcastically,
yeah,
she said.
Very
it was stellar.
sarcastically. I feel like that's really used in bowling. It's a word that's used usually only sarcastically.
Yeah, if you hear somebody say they have stellar ball reaction, generally it means the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Danielle.
That one picked up early.
Yeah.
It's not
a tad high.
Yeah, I don't know if she missed left on that or if not, then she needs to make a pretty drastic change.
Yeah, I think she can just make a ball change maybe.
Carolyn up by 10 early here against Sabrina Divis.
Spare for Danielle.
And that match is even right now. PWBA.com/live is where you can find the link to the live scoring as well as the results. So make sure you bookmark that or save that page to your home screen on your phone so that you can have easy access to it. It's the same page every week out here on tour for the results and information. Next week, the results will be at PBA.com for the mixed doubles event. Are you bowling the mixed doubles, Matt?
I am not,
No?
unfortunately, no.
It's a hard tournament to get in. It sells
Very,
out
I
really
mean,
early.
Yeah, if you want to get into the tournament, you need to, I think, sign up mid-January, really get your entry in.
Yeah, it fills up quick.
Yeah, and it's hard to, I mean, it's hard to get, a team going or get a partner and get it all in that quick. So it's really something that you have to plan for. Maybe next year, hopefully next year. So when's the next thing that you bowl, Lucas? Oh, brutal A10
That's a
for
brutal
Sabrina.
A10.
Yeah.
League on Wednesday night.
Nice. Nice. What's your average now? 206?
For this summer league, I'm like 212, something like
very
that.
Respectable. Did you
Yeah,
bowl El Paso this year?
I did, yeah.
Just have some fun out there?
I had fun. Lanes were tough.
Oh, yeah.
I was okay with my scores. I think I ended up like 1670, something like that. I shot, 550, 560, 530, whatever.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people will whine about their scores, whatever. Can't
It is
really.
what it is.
I hit the pocket a lot.
Good.
Didn't carry very much, but yeah.
Next year.
I cashed in 3 events though.
Sick.
Yeah. Cashed in singles, doubles, and team.
Nice.
So nice.
That's awesome.
By the way, registration open for the Open Championships.
Oh, yeah.
And the Women's Championships and the Mixed. If you want to enter any of those tournaments, you can
The
go
whole
to
deal.
bowl.com/tournaments. Find information.
No reason not to bowl those, as long as you're eligible.
Well, it's a pretty low-scoring match between Divis and Doran Ballard. Sabrina trailing by a mark, basically.
Yeah.
Looks like Carolyn's changing
Doing
balls.
something over there.
Or doing something to that ball.
Yeah.
Trying to improve upon her stellar ball reaction.
Let's hope for all of our sakes that it does improve.
Diana trying to make the spare.
Oh.
Yikes. Got kind of lucky
Swishes
there.
him up.
That's an ugly spare to shoot.
Oh, never fun to shoot any 3, 6, 9, 10 combination.
Diana still has the lead by 8. Looks like Carolyn's starting to do some tricks with her ball speed, her release to try to.
She's trying to do something because whatever she was doing before was not too great.
She's one of the best in the game at making those kind of tricks.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
ball.
It's close. It's a little too early.
Yeah, that ball seems to be hooking a little bit too early. Let you know as soon as we have an update on the scores. We're working on updating them right now, I believe.
That's close. Oh, trip the 410 for Carolyn. She likes it. She likes it. Spare for Danielle. Danielle looks like she is down 11 right now.
Sabrina trying to keep it close and leaves the 10.
Can't get her ball to go through the pins the right way on that lane. Again, we see 25 and 26. Tricky.
Carolyn looks so happy this morning.
So thrilled. Eating her croissant. Never been so happy.
She just. She said, "Give me a couple more weeks. I'll be hitting the ball return."
A couple more weeks of stellar ball reaction, and
that's right.
We'll all be feeling the wrath.
Well, she's got her Starbucks now and a croissant, so
maybe she'll be happy. Yeah.
Carolyn says she thinks she's old enough to be Sabrina's mother, which I think that's probably accurate.
I don't want to say it, but
I think that's probably accurate. Well, Sabrina's just, I don't know if she's still at Midland or out of college now.
I think she's either going to be a senior this upcoming year or she's just graduated.
Yeah, so yeah, and Carolyn
still pretty young.
Is
graduated what, a couple years ago?
Yeah, Carolyn's just turned 50, so.
It's amazing how talented amazing how she can still compete.
Well, Diana shooting the single pin.
That'll make it. So looks like 10 pins over there.
Yep, up 10 against Danielle. They're not exactly lighting them up this game on that pair.
No. Seems to be if you've got it, you got it, and if you don't, not so much.
Carolyn looking for her 3rd consecutive strike. Let's see if the Starbucks and the croissant help. I think that's what she needed.
No
She
hitting ball returns today.
Need a little fuel, and now she's
Gonna get it
fired
going.
up.
Oh, yeah.
She might want to check and make sure the finger insert's still in the ball after that one.
She gave that one the business.
She did. Diana, 7th frame. Snaps out the 10.
Karate kicking the 10 off the wall.
Maybe Carolyn's going to start to get her act together here.
Oh, yeah. She's going to start getting really excited if she gets this one here. That one looks pretty good. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Got a little reaction out of her there.
Oh, don't you worry. What was the person that thought we weren't too excited's name?
No, I don't remember, but Carolyn's definitely starting to get a little excited about her.
Oh, yeah. Tune in right now.
Her 4 strikes in a row. Still a lot of games left. Nobody is out of it yet.
Nope. Danielle with the ball change, but still coming up high.
That ball reaction for Sabrina just doesn't seem like it's going to work.
Not on that right lane. She struck every ball in the left lane. She just can't. Seems like 2 lanes are pretty different. At least where Sabrina is. Look around, see what kind of scores we got going on here. Nobody really striking a ton this game.
For those wondering who is joining me in the booth today, I'm Lucas Wiseman and Matt Farber, junior Team USA member.
What's up, everybody?
This morning.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me, Lucas.
You're welcome.
This is a lot of fun, man.
Thanks for joining me.
Very jealous that you get to do this every week. Almost. And when you're not doing this, you're in some tropical location around the world, living the life,
Sometimes.
man. Other times you're mowing the grass and doing the hard work.
We got people who do that. We live in a condo, so they take care of that.
Oh, man. Really living the life then.
Not home enough to mow the grass.
That's true.
Would be 8 feet tall by the time I got home.
You'd be living in the middle of a safari.
Yeah. Well, Diana looking for a double. We haven't seen a whole lot of strikes in this match.
Oh, looks pretty good.
Yep.
There she is.
So she's got a big advantage now on Danielle McEwen. 20 pins with just a couple of frames to go. Carolyn starting to find her mojo here with 4 strikes in a row. She's getting ready to bowl on lane 26.
Let's see if she can keep going here. That looks pretty good. It's got to go.
Yep. You could tell Carolyn thinks she's finally found something out there.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to get a little animated and into it.
She's wheeling and dealing right now.
Diana.
Mix them up.
Tough to beat right there. 3 strikes in a row, now up by 30 against McEwen. CDB Trying to get it to hook. It looked like she didn't.
Yeah.
I don't know if she dropped it or something.
Just lost it.
She lost it. Yeah, and had no chance.
Yeah. Well.
And playing where she's at, she's got to catch it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Danielle looking for
better
a double.
Shot from Danielle. Much better shot.
She has certainly struggled, especially on that right lane.
Yeah. Well, she can still strike out for 2 teams. Still a match. It would force Diana to get the first one in the 10th.
Yeah,
so
Diana would still have to do a little work.
Absolutely. Carolyn's still gonna. Looks like she's still gonna win this match. It's close.
Open for Carolyn in the 9th. 188 for her in the 9th frame. Still in good shape.
Yeah, Sabrina can only max out for a 196, so Carolyn's going to need 9 in the 10th to win.
McEwen trying to put the pressure.
It's got a shim. Oh.
So McEwen's going to lose this game against Diana, it looks like.
Yep.
So we are
ball change on that right lane.
Yep.
Finally got it going.
A smart ball change. Wrapping up game 5 of 8 in our first round of match play. First block of 8 games. Second block of 8 games starts at 1:30 this afternoon Central Time here on Bowl TV on Extra Frame, and then the stepladder tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, 7:30 Eastern.
Just off to our right, Kelly Kulik can triple in the 10th here to tie the match against Shannon O'Keefe. Sabrina getting it going a little too late.
We don't see too many ties in our match play.
Yeah, no, not really.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Let's see, Kelly is up.
First shot.
Oh,
flushes a 9-pin.
Yikes.
So Shannon O'Keefe will win that match 222 to 2-0 most likely, depending on what she does in the fill. And Sabrina looks like she's just going to come up just a bit short in this match against CDB.
Should have made that ball change probably a frame earlier on that right lane. She might have had a chance.
Yeah, and she seemed to. I think she's using it on both lanes now. So just a couple frames earlier.
Diana and another strike. 4 in a row for her. She can get to 234 this game.
Yeah, she's doing it good.
Go plus 64 here in game 5 with the 30 bonus pins.
That'll be pretty huge.
A little wobble on the 2, but doesn't go. 195 for Sabrina. And Carolyn just needs 8 pins on 2 shots, which I would bet the farm that she'll probably get.
Another good shot from Diana.
Made the 6 pin go sideways. It's always a nice shot.
Yeah, never a good feeling when you see you do that.
Here's Carolyn to close out this game against Sabrina Divis.
All right, well,
that's enough for the win, but she won't be
winner.
happy because she's hoping to strike out and get to 218.
Well, 2-0 is a start. Not amazing ball reaction, but it's certainly better than the sarcastic stellar ball reaction.
Exactly, yeah. Diana Zaviolova, 233 to 192. She picks up the win. Carolyn covers it up, so that will get her with a max of 208, and it looks like she is searching for another ball.
She's brainstorming right now.
She's smiling again, so that's good.
That's always good. And the ball return's still intact, so that's always good.
Getting some advice from Jim Callahan. Carolyn almost went to the wrong lane. Getting her thumb insert out, putting it in. And might Be the last one to finish. Nope, there's one other. Linda Barnes just threw her last shot of this game. We've only got 3 more games to go this morning.
See if that rolls any better for her.
Eh.
Not much.
Ish. Yeah. 208, 195.
I don't really think that's what she was looking for out of that.
Probably not. But she still picks up the win. So game 6, we're going to have Daria Kovalova against Kayla Johnson. That could be a pretty interesting matchup.
Oh, yeah.
And still waiting to see who we're going to have
Looks
here.
like Shannon Sellens is back on 25 and 26.
Yep.
Just not sure who she's bowling against.
See who she's got. Players are still moving around after that last game.
And it looks like it's going to be Shannon Sellens versus Linda.
Well, we haven't seen Linda Barnes today, so that's cool.
Yeah. It's pretty cold in this bowling alley.
Yeah, it's really hot outside in the
Oh my
afternoon.
God.
It warmed up a little bit in here in the afternoon yesterday.
Yeah, for sure, with the doors opening and closing.
Yeah,
and
but it's going to be 100 degrees here in Wichita today.
again,
Yeah.
yesterday was over 100 too. And the humidity is pretty high as well.
Exactly. So it's a good day to be inside watching
Yes,
bowling.
I'd
for
rather
sure.
be cold in here than sweating out there.
I went out yesterday during the break to get Chick-fil-A for lunch, and I almost melted in the car because it was so hot.
Yeah, me and Brian went to go get a sandwich after the first block, and we parked the car in the sun for like honestly 5 minutes. We ran inside, we got our food, and we came back inside. The car was so hot.
Sweltering.
I couldn't breathe.
Stellar.
Stellar, stellar.
So the word of the day
Temperature.
is stellar.
Yeah, let's try to fit that one in whenever we can.
All right, so game 6 coming up here.
Should be some stellar matches.
Kovalova against Johnson and Sellens against Barnes. Don't have an update on the standings just yet, but I'm sure they're working on them.
Yeah, still the same scores. Well, Daria, a bit of a rough break first shot, start off with light 7-10.
Sellens comes up light, leaves the 210. It's hard to change lanes after each game. You
Oh, yeah.
got to get a new read on what's going on that pair.
Especially from watching them bowl yesterday. Some of these girls have gone from having an unbelievable look on one pair and then going to the next pair and being completely lost. So it seems like pair to pair here can be pretty tricky.
All right, first look at Linda Barnes today. Let's see what she does. Marcia Klumpkin, in addition to carrying a clipboard, a pen, walkie-talkie, she's now carrying Carolyn's coffee and croissant that she left back here.
Ooh. Kayla Johnson gets the 10 out late.
Game 6 of 8 this morning in match play at the PWBA Wichita Open. Lucas Wiseman, Matt Farber with you as we are enjoying another game of match play here. We've got 2 more games to go after this game wraps up before we have our break. And we get started again at 1:30 this afternoon.
Aw, poor Autumn.
Little Miss Autumn behind us is not so happy.
No.
I don't think she liked the cartoon that was on the iPad. Kayla with a double.
To be a little kid again.
Yeah. Linda covers it up. She leads by 11.
See if Daria can get back on it here.
Had the 7-10 split to start this game. That one crosses over, leaves the 5.
That's
Looks like she just needs to settle down a little bit.
For sure. So she came running over here. I think she went to the bathroom and came running over here, just a little amped up, maybe first couple shots.
Had the local TV station out here this morning, bright and early.
Yeah, I saw that. That was great.
I think
That
they were
was awesome.
talking to Daria a little bit.
That's really cool.
She's a Wichita State bowler, interested in kind
I'm
of the
sure.
local angle.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's great.
Sellens, little light hit carries.
Mixing them up.
No, press, please.
Oh, a good shot from Daria.
Barnes up in the 3rd.
Ooh.
She'll smile about that one.
Uh,
That was stellar.
stellar.
And Linda's going for the accessory bag for something.
Pulling out another trick or something.
Yeah. Maybe a piece of tape.
Yeah.
Yep. Looks like it. Must have had a hard time holding on to that last one. And
Yeah, maybe catch this one a little bit more at the bottom.
Kayla Johnson. Third frame for her, working on a double. She's got a great straight arm swing,
Oh.
doesn't she? Just incredible.
Beautiful shot.
I could watch her bowl all day long.
Yeah.
She bowled at Nebraska. She's a star there.
All these women just throw it so great.
Like Linda twirled that one a little bit.
Yeah.
She leaves the double wood.
See the
We've updated standings. So we have a new
Look
leader.
her. Oh yeah.
Stephanie Johnson in the lead after 17 games. So
Got her
that
name
is-
right this time too.
I did. Thank you very much. Plus 536.
Oh my
Kelly
god.
Kulik in second at plus 492. Diana Zaviolova plus 405. And this is updated after 5 matches, by the way. So
Jazzy Fresh.
This is up to date. Jazzy Fresh, Jazriel Tan, plus 398, 4th place. And Carolyn Doran Ballard now just off the show at plus 342. Brianna Caldwell at plus 323. Linda Barnes at plus 308. Danielle McEwen plus 292. Kayla Johnson at plus 283. And Shannon O'Keefe plus 266. Daria Kovalova plus 257. Really, everybody's still
I mean,
in
still
it.
what we have 2.5 games left here, and then you have another 8 left. So
Yeah.
I mean, you have almost 11 games left, and plus the bonus pins.
Yeah,
So that's.
just about everybody's in the mix.
I mean,
still make the show.
nobody's certainly out of it by any means.
Sabrina Divis, Shannon Sellens, Amanda Green down there, the bowlers.
Just
The bottom
really
of the standings just need to find a way to get some better ball reaction and start
Win some
striking
matches,
and win
yeah.
some matches. They'd be right there.
even if they're only bowling 210 or 220, if they're winning matches, those extra 30 pins are
Yeah.
huge. People at the top are only bowling 2-0 and they're losing those matches. Makes a huge difference. See what Daria's got here. Daria with a big double. great shot on that right lane.
Still down 20, but hanging in there.
Yeah, you know, still early in the game. Anything can happen.
Linda through the face, 4-6-10 split. Chance to cut into that deficit again here for Kovalova.
Oh, yeah.
Working on a double, trying to turn it into a triple.
That looks pretty good.
Is
Just
two gonna
never
roll?
read the-
No.
Nope. just
Never
read
quite
the
hooked.
lane.
Never turned the corner.
So, Lucas, what is your best memory in the booth?
In the booth?
Yeah.
That's easy. It was last year, actually. It was Walter A. Williams Jr.
Crumbling the bucket?
Yep, crumbling the bucket to win the Senior Masters. That was pretty awesome.
That was awesome. And
And I remember that as I was sitting there and I called it, I said, you know, I got excited.
Yeah.
And I said, that was incredible. And the guy standing just in front of the booth looks at me and goes, yes, it was. He was so excited.
Oh, God. That must have been crazy, crazy
Yeah.
atmosphere to be a part of.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Are there any close seconds?
Yeah, there's been a few. Had a lot of great matches on live stream. You know, Chris Barnes winning the World Cup last year. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
pretty
that was
exciting.
a really great
It was
match.
a good match. He bowled 300 the game before.
Yeah.
And then won the championship through the strike to win it. I've had the pleasure of calling a lot of great matches. The World Championships last year, the men's team
that was another
final
great one.
was just ridiculous, where Korea left the
Stone
Stone 8,
eight,
and then
Tommy
Tommy
rang
needed
the
it.
10,
Yeah,
yeah.
rang the 10 to lose. Yeah. That was right up there with the match that was in Germany a number of years ago, where
Oh, I
USA
remember that.
bowled Finland. for
Tommy
the title.
doubled in the 10th
Yep.
win.
That was exciting.
That match is my favorite match of all time to watch. I watch that on YouTube all the time.
And that's the great thing about live streaming, is that before you would never have a chance to see that ever.
Never.
And now you can watch everything.
Seriously, you
Pretty
can
much.
watch literally every, every
Yeah,
live stream.
all the
that's-
major events.
Yeah, it's been awesome.
Yeah, it used to be that I would go to those events and I would just write about what happened and maybe take a couple of pictures. But to be able to show people
Yeah,
the matches is much more exciting.
yeah, for sure. It's crazy what technology can do.
Yeah, all this live stream equipment fits in one carry-on suitcase, basically.
I don't know how you do it,
it's
man.
crazy how-
That's
how-
unbelievable. Do
how,
you
easy
get
it's
stopped in
become.
TSA a lot?
Usually I check it. It's easy now for when we're on PWBA tour because I just put it on the truck,
Oh, that's right.
so I don't have to take it
So
with me.
you could take
But
up 6 suitcases, probably. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, normally they don't give me a hard time. I just so internationally I'll get some questions.
Right.
All the cables and everything.
Yeah,
but,
yeah,
usually when I just explain to them that it's a bunch of camera equipment and stuff, they're cool.
yeah.
So
How long does this stuff take to set up?
20 minutes.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe 30. Depends. For a step ladder, it takes a little bit longer. Run a camera down the lane,
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
I guess when you do it every week for many, many years,
Yeah.
it kind of gets
Yeah,
to be pretty simple.
You get your habits.
Yeah. Looks cool. It's awesome stuff.
Right now, Kayla Johnson still leading by 21 against Kovalova. And Linda Barnes is trailing big against Shannon Sellens. Shannon, one of those bowlers near the bottom of the standings currently, who needs
Need a couple big
yeah.
ones here.
I'm sure she'd like to have a big last 3 games to give herself
Oh yeah,
a little bit of momentum going into the break.
Yeah. Little 720 action. She's right back in the mix.
Kovalova looking for a double, trying to cut it to 11, give us a good match here.
That's
It's
gotta
pretty
go.
soft at the bottom, looked pretty
Oh,
good.
That was a great shot.
Yeah, she rolled that real nice off her hand.
Didn't even hear it touch the lane.
No, it's very soft, but powerful.
Yeah.
Linda got that one a little bit right.
Oh.
Almost 8-10. I'm guessing the things that are being said in Linda's head right now are things that would probably not be appropriate for our,
Stellar, to
our
say the
audience.
least. Stellar.
She's getting Getting steamrolled right now by Shannon Sellens.
Yeah. Doesn't look like she's having fun right now. See if Shannon Sellens can tack out another one.
And she does, so another strike for Shannon Sellens. So another strike for Shannon Sellens. And she is cruising along here.
Oh yeah, she needs them all.
7 in a row for
Big game.
Shannon. She is making a move here, game 6 of match play. She was down in 15th place at plus 216 and 182 pins off the show, but you know, she strikes out here. She's 269 with a win, goes plus 99 in one game. That pretty much wipes that 182 pins in half.
Kayla Johnson could have had, well, Kayla Johnson doing it great, but Stephanie Johnson, she could have had a huge finish over there for 250, and she went up and she just boned the 8. So she's gonna bowl 230. She's gonna win the match by a lot, but she really wanted it.
And she, our leader right now, our tournament leader. She finished second last week in Lubbock. A big shot here for Kovalova in the 8th.
That looks good. It's got a hook. Oh,
Nice.
the light kick of the 7.
She's not covering too many boards.
No,
she's keeping it pretty simple, and
oh
it's
yeah,
working pretty well.
Yeah, and she uses a very controllable ball. I think she's using a Brunswick Brute right now. She's been using that all tournament long, and she's had a great look with it.
It's pretty smooth.
Oh yeah, just very smooth, controllable, and especially when they get tough like this and funky from pair to pair, sometimes it's better off just shutting it down and just keeping it simple and keeping the ball in play.
Well, that strike right there gave her the lead by a pin, it looks like.
Yeah. She can strike out for 248. Kayla can strike out for 247 here.
So 9th frame. It's turned into a great match here between Kovalova and Johnson.
Let's see if she can get this one set her up for the 10th frame. It's a great shot. High flush for the strike.
4 in a row, and now an 11-pin lead for Kovalova. And all the pressure on Kayla Johnson going into the last 2 frames here. If Kayla can strike out, she would force Kovalova to throw all 3 in the 10th to win by 1.
Yep. And it looks like Shannon Sellens is for sure going to win the match over here on 25 and 26. Just a matter of how many pins she can get to try to start making a run back at the cut.
Linda Barnes not going to be so thrilled with her performance here in Game 6.
No, that's
for
sure.
Going to be in the 180s.
183? 2.
2,
yeah.
And Linda was in 7th place before that game at plus 308.
That's not going to help very much.
Shannon could actually jump ahead of her.
Yeah.
In the standings. That's how significant a 269 game would be for Shannon Sellens.
That'd be an extra, what, 100 over for the game, so.
Yeah.
Just about.
She'd pick up 100 and 118, 117 on Linda.
Yeah. Be huge.
She was 92 behind Linda coming into this game.
So even if she gets the first one here, she's still going to jump Linda.
Yep.
So this game would be huge. Here she goes. Big shot for Shannon. Kicks out the 7 late.
Yeah, so Linda was in 7th and Shannon was in 15th, and
just like
shows
that.
you how close it is in the standings.
One big game could just shoot you right back up in the standings. Kayla Johnson over here making the 2-8, so now she needs a big double in the 10th to force
let's see. Yeah, she can get to
27,
and if
that would force
Daria to get the first one, I think.
Yeah, 9
Daria's
spare strike would
be
227. Yeah. So another still close match. I mean, even though she could still win by 20 pins, it's still so close.
Yep. Shannon trying to get another one here in the 10th, and she does. So that's a great shot. And
big game for Shannon Sellens.
gets her to the 260s, and right like that, just like that, she is gone from 15th right up the standings and in the mix to be close to the show spot.
Yeah.
With a lot of games to go, though.
Absolutely.
Still have 2 more games to go after this one.
Kayla Johnson.
And that's not going to get the job done for Kayla.
So now Daria just needs to stay clean in the 10th frame.
Kayla's going to be at 215 as a max, and Daria just needs a good count.
Yes. Well, she needs a mark.
Because
if she goes like 9 spare strikes, say it's 27. So if she opens, then
9 out would be
216.
Yeah.
So
that. So
she needs, pretty good. Still needs to make a good shot and show up. As long as Kayla makes a spare and gets a good count.
Well, the way that Kovalova's been throwing the ball in the last few frames, I think that she'll be in good shape.
Yeah, I'm not too
269, 182. Sellens defeats Barnes in Game 6.
Big game for Shannon.
Had a tweet coming in from Cheryl Bird, who says, "Nice show, keep up the good work."
Well, thanks, Cheryl.
Thanks, Cheryl.
I work hard doing this from week to week. You know, it's tough setting up the cameras and everything. So. Kayla Johnson trying a different ball. Not sure if that's going to be the one to go to, but it struck.
So last night, as we watched Daria close out this game here, my fiancée, Danielle, was bowling in a charity event, an Indianapolis Colts cheerleaders event.
Oh, awesome.
And she texted me and she says, "There's a guy on my pair, an older guy, who throws it pretty good." And I said, "Well, I wonder who he is." I said, send me a picture or a video.
Yeah.
And watch Daria here. I'll finish the story.
Oh, it's got a shim.
She gets 7. She'll need to make it
Need
here.
makes the spare.
Sends me the video, and I said, "You do realize that you're bowling with one of the greatest bowlers ever, right?" It turns out it was Mike Albee.
Oh my God!
And she
old
said,
guy does pretty good.
"Yeah." She's like, "I told you he was pretty good."
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's
so she got a picture with him and posted it on Twitter. And
nice. That's awesome.
Yeah,
did she
cool.
did she go to El Paso as well this year?
No. She'll be going to the National Bowling Stadium in Reno for the Open Championships next year.
Sweet.
Just signed up. All right, so Daria's got to make the 3-6-10 here.
Gotta make it.
Uh-oh.
It's
got a hook.
Ooh.
I don't think she was so comfortable with that one.
No, she throws. I'm pretty sure she throws a carmourethane on her spare, so it's gonna hook a little bit more than plastic, but that was close. Probably a little closer than she would have liked.
Yeah, you could tell by her reaction that she was a little nervous.
One pin to win.
Just needs to keep it on the lane here.
Stay behind the line.
Well, it turned out to be a little more exciting than we anticipated here in the 10th frame.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
3-6-10, it's always an adventure.
Always. 3-6-10 is never fun to shoot at.
All right, so Kovalova
225.
Picks up a 10-pin win over Kayla Johnson. And
Just
Olsenberg against Stephanie Johnson, ready to get started right away.
That'll be another great match. It's crazy, you know. Kayla starts off with the front 3, and Daria starts off with open spare strike. You know how things can change so quickly in the match. Yeah, Stephanie can start off with here. Comes up a little bit high, looks at the 3-6. spare for Stephanie Johnson to start off the match.
I think we had a little bit of a momentary connection issue there, so if you missed it, Kovalova made the spare to beat Johnson. Looked like the stream hiccuped a bit there. And we are in game 7 now of 8. Stephanie Johnson taking on Leanne Holsenberg. Linda Barnes against Amanda Green.
Looks like a better shot. Much better shot from Stephanie. And over here we got Linda versus Amanda Green.
Amanda with the big split to start off here.
Let's see if Linda can get something going in this game. Maybe shoot her back up towards the top. Looks like a decent shot. Good strike for Linda to start off the match. Still got a lot of bowling left here. Light 7 for Leanne.
Assume that Stephanie is still our leader after that last game.
Yeah, still bowling 230 with the win.
Don't know what Kelly bowled, but Kelly was down by 44 pins.
So that would have required her to bowl 260 to win. Oh no, yeah.
No, she'd have to bowl 270,
270,
280.
yeah.
Stephanie's certainly going to have her hands full here with Leanne Holsenberg. Never like to see the 6-man go in the gutter like that.
Nope. Oh, she's close, so tiny adjustment. Get that go flush. Amanda Green with a nice strike on the right lane. Try to get something going here against Linda Barnes.
We've only got one more game to go after this before the break. This thing's moving along pretty quickly here.
Oh yeah, what time did they
This
start?
morning. They started at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah.
So
Could be done in 3 hours.
3 hours for 8
pretty
games of
fast.
match play. That's pretty quick pace.
Pretty quick for compared to what we have going
And
at.
they'll get, what time they start? 1:15?
1:15 for practice, 1:30 for score.
So they get a nice break. Almost 2-hour break. So that'd be sweet.
Yeah, they'll be able to relax a little bit.
Get something to eat.
Had a long day
Take a-
yesterday,
oh,
so
that break was, they didn't have a very long break yesterday between blocks. So I'm sure they'll enjoy having a little bit of a break here.
powerful strike for Stephanie Johnson, about the opposite of the last hit.
Yeah.
That one hit pretty hard. Linda Barnes trying to wheel it in there and leaves the 210. Just looking a little frustrated at this point.
I think she just wants to get off this right now. Bowl 2 decent games here and then get back onto the fresh.
And after 18 games, Stephanie's still in the lead, plus 601 as our update just came in. Stephanie 5-1 in her matches today.
Yeah,
And that's a
bonus
lot.
spins are huge.
150 bonus spins
Yeah,
right
yeah.
there, and she's leading by 22 over Kelly Kulik. We're starting to see a little bit of separation.
Yeah,
Kelly
for sure.
Kulik at plus 579. You got Diana Zaviolova in third at plus 455. So that's a big gap.
Yeah.
Jazriel Tan, fourth place at plus 433. Carolyn Doran Ballard is 53 pins back at plus 380. Brianna Caldwell plus 328. Shannon Sellens goes from 15th all the way to 7th
Huge.
in one game
Yeah.
to plus 315. Daria Kovalova plus 312. Kayla Johnson plus 298. Danielle McEwen plus 297. Still have a lot of these ladies that have a chance to make the top 4, but Stephanie Johnson, Kelly Kulik starting to pull away a little bit here.
Yeah, for sure.
Right now, Kelly is almost 200 pins above 5th, and that means that Stephanie is 222 pins above 5th. So that's not enough to make it comfortable, but it is.
Especially with still 9 more games to go, 9.5 more games.
Yeah, a little bit of a cushion though.
For sure.
It's not a very comfortable cushion.
No, but I mean, at the rate that they're bowling, I don't think they're really worried. I think they're just kind of coasting here, bowling 220 to 30 every game, and just
yeah. Right now, Kelly is actually averaging higher than Stephanie.
Just
Kelly
lost more matches.
Yep, about a half a pin higher in average is Kelly, but Kelly's lost one more match than
so that's
Steph
I mean that's
so
30
the
pins right
difference.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
She gets one more match and she's up by 8 instead of down by 22.
But what a show it's shaping up to be already for
Oh
tonight.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Right now your show would be Johnson, Kulik, Zaviolova, and Tan. That would be a pretty spectacular show.
Oh yeah, a bunch of elite players from around the world.
Yeah, we've got a lot of players right in the mix to still make it.
Yeah. Carolyn's working her way back up there. She's only out by 50 or so. Amanda with a big 4-bagger. Take the lead in that match.
Amanda currently in 15th place at plus 190. 243 pins back of 4th. So she needs to have a big last, 10 games to have a chance to make the finals.
It's all about winning those matches. You can find a way to grind out, you know, she can win the large majority of those matches. She'll be right in it. Looks like Shannon O'Keefe's got the front 5 down there, front 5 or 6, so she's starting to turn on the Jets here. 2 games left. And the Barnes with a big shot. Light 2-8. Can't seem to get her ball to read the right way on that right lane.
Holstenberg, watch this ball kick back.
Oh,
Yep.
she gets the 7.
It's almost like
And the 10.
it hits a point out there near the gutter where it just gets kicked
Yeah,
left.
it's like
and it just makes that
person
that
down
turn.
there kicking it.
Bowling ball needs a turn signal.
Yeah.
And it misses the spare. Feels like Linda is in a world of hurt.
Yeah, she doesn't seem to be having too much fun right now.
She's 2-4 in match play. And for 6 games today, 12:58.
So not bowling bad, but
Just not good enough to win
enough,
matches.
yeah, that's the thing. Another good shot from Leanne. Great shot. And if you guys were wondering, I'm pretty sure Lucas said earlier that if the PWBA Twitter account got like, what is it, 100 more followers, he'd put up a video of him dancing on Twitter or something. So
I don't know about all that. Let's not get crazy with your antics over there, Farber.
Oh, come on. Have a little fun, Lucas.
Stephanie shreds the rack like a head of lettuce.
Yeah. Oh, that's your new saying, right?
It's my new thing.
Where did you say that? Junior Gold?
Yeah, said that at Junior Gold last week. I said it to my fiance at bowling on Wednesday, and she looked at me like I was from Mars. She's like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Don't you know that's the new thing? That's the new catchphrase."
Four-bagger used to be ham bone, but now the new catchphrase is shredding the rack like a head of lettuce. That's a good one.
I don't even know how I came up with that.
Yeah, that's all you, man.
I've always said shred the rack, and I think a lot of people say that. Just happened to come up with it. Stephanie?
It's got a hook.
Ball reaction looking a little suspect here this game.
Yeah,
Maybe, I don't know if it's ball reaction or execution.
No, I mean, she looks like she's executing pretty well, so I'd say maybe needs a little move on the lane. Oh, Amanda almost gets the messenger to hit.
Got about a game and a half to go, less than a game and a half.
Yeah.
Before we are done with our first round of matches.
Go and get some food.
And we will.
Shannon O'Keefe with another one down there. She's got the front 6 or 7. I can't
you're
really
right,
see. Yeah, so Shannon O'Keefe is not by any means going away.
Our next round starts in 2.5 hours at 1:30 Central Time, and the step ladder is tonight at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern. Holsenberg.
It's got a shim.
3-6-9-10. Dreadful, nasty little spare. Would almost rather shoot a washout than a 3-6-9-10.
Yeah.
Especially on these sport patterns.
O'Keefe with another one down there, so she's got 7 or 8. I can't see how many.
Looks like
7, right?
Yeah, looks like the front 7 for Shannon. Shannon
Just needs it.
not doing so hot today. 12th place, 2 and 4. Kind of a similar situation as Linda. She's plus 51
for the block,
but has lost 4 matches.
You know, if she can pull out 270 this match and get 100 extra pins, that'll give her a nice, huge boost up into hopefully the top 10.
Let's see if we can find her. There
Top
she
at
is.
7 or so.
Front 7. She's on lane 15
versus
against Diana. So if you want to check out the live scoring, you can go to lane 15 and see Shannon O'Keefe follow her score. You can find that link at pwba.com/live.
Shannon O'Keefe, one of our YW Peeps staff members.
Holsenberg, 9th frame. She's up by 14.
It's another great shot.
And that 6 count kind of hurt her in the count department.
Yeah, that's for sure.
But she still has the lead. But Stephanie still has a chance to pull out a win in this game.
Oh, absolutely. As
She
we've
can
seen, you know, no match is safe here.
Stephanie can go 218 if she strikes out.
That would force her to get the first one.
Yeah,
and count.
Yeah, of course, Leanne to do a little work in the 10th. So here's Steph. Needs to find a way to get some strikes on the board toward the end of this game if she wants to pick up the bonus. She's only lost 1 match all day.
Trips to 4, big trip 4 there.
A little lucky break on that 4 pin.
Definitely looks like the 2 lanes on this pair so far throughout this block have been playing pretty different. Players can get it going on one lane, can't get it going the other. And then it switches.
Right now, Linda Barnes just floundering like a fish out of water. Just can't get anything going, can she?
No, she can't.
119 in the 8th.
Hopefully salvage the game out. Shannon O'Keefe leaves the 10 pin down there.
All right, it's a big shot here for Stephanie.
That looks pretty good. Got a shim. She gets it. High
It's
flush.
another one.
Yeah.
So the next one is the one that matters the most.
Oh yeah, this is it. And count, because if she could,
Yep.
I mean, anything can happen in the 10th. So even if Leanne does still get the first one, she still needs a good second shot.
Amanda Green looking pretty solid this game. She's going to pick up the win. She's down in 15th place. 2 and 4 in her matches today. Only plus 24 on the actual score side of things.
Right.
Steph looking for a big second strike in the 10th.
That looks good. Got a shim.
Oh. The pin just didn't quite
Yeah.
get over enough to knock that 9 out, and now she's going to be at 207, and she'll have to hope that Leanne opens
Or
or
marks and then
marks
gets low
bad
count, like
yeah.
5.
She's on a strike, so she won't lose any count on the
Yeah,
first shot.
exactly.
But Leanne will need a mark, and see how many pins exactly. Need a mark and 6.
Mark and 6 to win.
We give her 208. And Leanne has been clean so far this game. Left a 3-6-9-10 last time on this lane.
That's for sure, and that's no gimme.
So let's see what she does.
Make a little move here and throw it great again.
My prediction is that she goes high flush for a strike.
I'm going to say that you're not far off with that prediction.
You don't win as many titles as Leanne has won by giving away matches.
And that's a pretty good shot there. Yeah.
There it is.
Look at
Pretty easy to
Lucas
call.
making some calls here.
Leanne Hulsenberg with the big win here this game. She hands Stephanie Johnson just her second loss of the tournament. Linda Barnes looks pretty good.
Getting back to being Linda Barnes. Don't good.
One more game to go this morning as we wrap up our first 8 games of round robin match play here at the PWBA Wichita Open.
So looks like it's going to be 221 for Leanne. She makes a spare here. To Stephanie's 207. And it looks like Amanda's going to win that match by quite a bit.
So 221-207. Hulsenberg defeats Johnson. It's like Jazrael Tan is going to beat Daria Kovalova this game. Off to the right of our featured pairs. Jazzy just doubled in the 10th. She's going to get to 226 with a strike on her last shot. Daria can only shoot 207.
Jazzy Fresh.
It's catchy.
Very catchy. How'd you come up with that one?
I don't even know.
Just came to
Too many
you?
hours of live streaming. 168 for Linda. Gracious in defeat. Gives Amanda a high 5.
Class act.
Amanda trying to close this out. She's down near the bottom of the standings, so kind of a similar situation as Shannon Sellens was last game.
Yeah.
She's
That's another great shot.
plus 190, and she can go, 257 this game, go plus 87 for the game, and move her up to plus 277, which would put her right near the top 10
Yeah, absolutely.
with 9 games left. This big game's going to have a huge impact
Oh, yeah.
on the match. Carolyn Dorn-Ballard went over and shot 174 that game.
Oh, man.
She lost
Shannon
against
O'Keefe got the first one in the 10th.
Carolyn lost
Oh, no,
against
she
Jen Higgins. Looks like Shannon
Bruner
Mark
Bowl 250. marked in the 10th.
You can follow the live scoring at pwba.com/live. Our thanks to the folks at Merrick for helping us to get that set up each week. And last shot here of Game 7, match play. It's Amanda Green. Leaves the 10 pin.
256 to 168.
Great game for Amanda. She's trying to claw her way back in to the mix here. That'll certainly help her cause. Looks like it's going to be Higgins against Zaviolova on 25 and 26 in just a moment. By the way, I had a tweet coming in saying that they lost focus on the stream, and I'll give you a tip. Same kind of tip we tell you on Bolt TV here on Extra Frame. If you're watching here on the player, right underneath where it says Bolt TV on Extra Frame Game 8 of 8, there's a little drop down that says Best, and then if you click 3000K BPS, that will lock you into the best quality on the stream. That helps to make it always look a little crisper.
Always good to know.
If you get stuck on like 400K BPS, it gets real fuzzy.
I always wondered why they gave you the option.
I guess, you know, maybe if you want to be able to control how much bandwidth is being used.
This is true. Not really very well versed on that type of stuff.
If you're in the office and you don't want the IT team to see it sucking down so much bandwidth, you can lower it, and that way they won't notice.
Yeah.
Little trick. Last game of this round, Brianna Caldwell against Shannon O'Keefe on 23 and 24, and Diana Zaviolova against Jen Higgins on 25 and 26. And a Greek church to start for Diana.
Ideal start. Hits it light, but it hits it. So a 9 spare for Caldwell to start off the match.
It's got a chance here. Oh, I thought she might get it a little bit right. It hooked a little bit.
Did.
I thought that she might get 4 out
Saw
of
a
that.
couple girls yesterday, like 3 or 4 actually, leave that and then get 4 out of it and almost make it. So pretty impressive.
It's not too difficult to get 4 out of that, but it's
very
hard to
difficult
make.
to make. Yeah. Look at Shannon O'Keefe here. Nice strike.
Yeah, Shannon looking pretty good here in the first frame.
Needs another big game here to try to get herself back up towards the top.
Should have an update on the standings in just a few minutes. Everybody's now into this last game. As soon as we have the update, we'll let you know. Have to see if Stephanie is still in the lead. I don't know what Kelly bowled that last game.
Ooh, Shannon chips the 8-pin late. It's a big double to start the match.
Higgins looking for a double to start her match as well. Jen is a former Team USA member. She's made a number of Queens TV shows over the years. She's never quite broken through to win.
Right.
She's been close a number of times. Caldwell.
Light mixer.
Yeah.
Gets
Like
to
those
go.
light hits. It's our final game of the morning session. Back again for score at 1:30. As Jen
Ooh,
converts the
good
washout.
spare.
It's 1:30 Central Time.
See if Brianna can catch a double here. Early double.
It's like another light hit.
Yep, light mixer.
Made the pin do a little cartwheel there.
Always fun.
She pulls even. Let's see if Diana can make a better shot after that Greek church in the first. Looks better, but it checked
Still
up.
high, yeah. So it's weird because, you know, the previous matches, the bowlers that have been struggling to get a good look on that pair, it seems to me that they've looked a little bit tighter for those bowlers. Now that Diana continues to go high.
Brian needs to make a move left.
Yeah.
Ball down.
Yeah, it might mean that they're maybe hooking early. So maybe she's catching the early friction, her ball's going left, and everybody else is catching the early friction, their ball's just quitting down the lane.
Shannon's got the front three now. And she has a 10-pin lead after that strike against Caldwell.
Well, it's got a shim.
Crosses
Ooh,
over.
Crosses over. The big parlay there.
She'll take it. Front four for O'Keefe. I'm guessing she's in a situation where she needs
She needs him.
some big games to close in the gap against her opponents above her.
Oh,
It's going to go.
it's going. That would have been pretty unfortunate to make a move and then 7-10 off that move. Good shot. Got
Trying
a
to
hook.
keep it close. Nope. Seems like it's almost better when she hits a little bit light.
Yeah, when she tries, when
Put it
the
in the
ball
pocket.
almost goes flush. Seems like she's right in the middle.
Jen with a strike in the third. She's up by 12.
No, it's got to back up. Makes it.
Thank you, plastic ball.
Right.
Jen looking for a double, push the lead to 22 early in this game. Needs
Got
to
a hook.
a lot.
Aw,
Boy, seemed like that ball never had a chance off her hand.
yeah.
She leaves a super washout.
See if she can get this one to go flush. Comes up just a bit light, leaving that 2-pin.
Open frame for Higgins in the fourth. And now Diana has the lead by a couple of sticks.
Spare for Brianna. Oop. Diana.
Oh, my. Gets the lucky break for the double.
I think she'll take it.
Up by 12 now.
What a big swing. See, Shannon O'Keefe throw a better one here. Gotta go, and it does. Front 5 for Shannon O'Keefe. She had the front 7 last game, so she's looking pretty solid right now. I think she's probably gonna be a little upset that they were gonna re-oil for the fresh again, considering how good her look is right now.
Well, she should just get as many pins as she can here in this last game and
Absolutely.
see what happens.
Diana with the black 10.
Shannon bowled a big game last game and won, it looked like.
Yeah, 250 I think. So it should boost her.
Yeah, she's
Let's
on
go
pace to
back
bowl
off.
another big game.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's another one. Front 6 for Shannon.
Packed them all back for
Oh,
a
yeah.
strike.
Taking advantage of that crossover.
Yeah, it's a lot of pins right there that she picked up because she got that lucky strike.
It's a spare for Diana. So she is going to be up 11.
Yeah, about half a game to go. Caldwell in some trouble now.
It's got a hook.
The light hit doesn't carry that time. That was a really light though.
Yeah.
She leaves the 8 pin.
Through the face and split for Higgins.
Higgins struggling a bit here in this final game. We don't have the update after game 19 just yet, but she was down in 13th place
I just
after
realized
6 games.
I have that identical jersey. Same one as Jen.
Do you really?
Yeah. It's an awesome jersey. Better shot.
Well, let's see if Shannon can keep it going here. She got the front 6. She's trying to get as much as she can in the back end of this block.
That's got to hook a lot.
Yeah, she got it right.
Way right,
Angle
yeah.
wasn't quite right and left the 10 pin. All right, we got the update. Stephanie Johnson still in the lead despite that loss because Kelly lost as well. Stephanie at plus 608, Kelly at plus 594. Jazriel Tan moves up to 3rd at plus 489. Diana Zaviolova plus 479. There's now a 100-pin gap between 4th and 5th. That's where Shannon Sellens is at plus 379. Brianna Caldwell plus 376. Caroline Doran Ballard plus 354. Shannon O'Keefe plus 351. So she moved up quite a bit with that win last game.
Absolutely.
Danielle McEwen at plus 344. Daria Kovalova plus 308. And so Shannon an opportunity to make another big move here in this game. Right now Shannon is only 128 pins off the show. And if she goes 279 plus 109 this game, that would be huge.
There's another great shot from Shannon. Just peering it right now.
And actually she's 128 behind Diana Zaviolova, who's not exactly lighting it up this game,
So that
but she's winning. So
yeah.
So Shannon could certainly narrow the gap quite a bit. Plus, Shannon is bowling against Brianna, who's also ahead of her. So
Right,
she
so
will
she can
jump her most likely. So Shannon's got a chance to move up pretty good this game.
Another 8 games later, and anything can happen.
Yeah, the question is, can Shannon find a way to get some more pins on the fresh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Next round.
Yeah. See, she didn't really struggle. Yeah, she's been struggling more on the fresh than she does when they get like this. But she bowled okay this morning. She bowled 220 with the open in the 10th against Linda. Just wasn't enough to win the match.
Yeah, I think we had Shannon on the second game today, and she shot like
2-0
and
against
lost against Kayla.
Kayla, yeah.
Yeah, shot 208 and lost.
She hasn't had any disastrous games this set, but she just hasn't had, besides the last 250s, she really hasn't had anything huge.
Caldwell trying to keep it close, at least.
Does.
She strikes again, 3 in a row. She can max 247.
So all of a sudden, there's a little bit of pressure there.
Shannon going at a 249 pace, however.
Yeah.
And Diana with the split increases the chances of Shannon jumping ahead of her, potentially.
Well, it's got a chance.
It hooked on her.
Yeah.
So a big opportunity for O'Keefe to move up the standings. She can punch out here 9th and 10th to close out this block.
That looks like a good one. It's got a hook.
Oh, another 10 pin on that right lane, and that lowers her max potential to 259.
So yeah, with a win this game, Shannon would jump Brianna by a couple pins because she's only 20 back of Brianna or so, 20 something.
Yep.
So those extra 30 bonus pins would get her in front of her. And Diana, yeah, it'd be close for sure.
Diana had a 100-pin cushion on 5th coming into this game, but it looks like she's going to give some of that back.
Yeah, for sure.
Potentially here, depending on how everybody else is doing.
Mm-hmm.
And not that it matters a tremendous amount, since we've still got 8 games to go. But Shannon Sellens,
yeah, she's bowling great right now.
Yeah, she go 258 if she strikes out in the 10th. And Jazriel Tan only bowling
2-0 at max.
190 pace.
Yeah.
So things are going to tighten up quite a bit.
That's for sure.
Shannon looking for the big finish.
Oh, trips
that's
to 4-9.
big because she needed to
mark in the 10. Or
strike. Now she needs
9
pins.
Yeah.
9 pins on 2 shots. And had she not tripped that out,
Brianna would have been right in there.
Brianna would have still been alive to win the match. Now Shannon's looking at 249 with a mark here to close out the 10th, and Brianna can only get to 247.
That's got to go. And it gets
the strike.
Big back 2 for Shannon O'Keefe, bowling 5'10", 5'10", something like that. So that's a big back 2 for Shannon. Let's see if Diana can get back on it here and try to save this game, bail it out. Ooh, almost trips to 4-9. So she can still bail this game out for 2-0. Not necessarily out of this match.
Nice finish to this block for Shannon O'Keefe. Gets to 258.
Diana makes the spare, so now Diana's maxing out at 201, and Higgins is maxing out at 203. So still a close match over here on 25 and 26. Brianna can max out for 247, still be just a bit short of Shannon O'Keefe's 258. But still, every pin is huge and just comes up a bit high. So that brings Brianna into the 220s. She makes the spare.
Diana no longer controls her own destiny in this game.
No, she can strike out to put some pressure on, but certainly not in control.
Well, she'll bowl the ninth, and then Higgins will step up, bowl ninth, 10th. So a strike here would
Be big.
be important for Diana.
Yeah.
Pretty
Ooh,
good.
gets it to go.
Yep. She lets out a sigh. She gets the strike in the ninth. And now I'm glad we're closing out our round of match play here with an exciting finish potentially between Higgins and Zaviolova.
Absolutely.
Assuming that Jen can strike here, we'll have a good match going into the 10th.
I mean, even if she doesn't, it's still going to be close.
It is, yeah. Still will be within 8.
That's
Strike
got
here
a
to
shim.
take the lead.
Mm.
Oh, gets 8. And
Well, now
So-
she's maxing out for 183, so that would still force Diana to get the first one, yeah.
yep, get the first one. We are 2 hours away from the start of round number 2 of match play for score. They'll start practice at 1:15 and start for score at 1:30 here on Bull TV on Extra Frame. Those times are Central times, by the way. And you'll be able to find the final standings from this first round of match play at pwba.com/live. Let's see if Higgins can put the pressure on Diana here in this final frame.
That's pretty good.
Oh, blowout 7 for Higgins. And now she's only going to be in the 170s, which means that Diana
Just needs
just
to
needs
mark.
a mark.
Which, I mean, they're pretty tricky right now, so it's not necessarily a guarantee, but like you said for Leanne, I'm pretty sure she'll pack this one home.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah.
See if Jen can cover up her spare here.
No, that'll be a spare conversion.
But even if, let's see, if Diana goes spare strike, shoots, well, even if she strikes out, let's say she strikes out, shoots 201, she still loses 57 pins to O'Keefe, who was,
Yeah.
what, 128 back.
Yeah, so I mean, that goes from nearly 130 to around 70 now. So,
Yeah.
so it's still huge.
And that's assuming Diana
She
strikes
out, right? If she
Yeah.
doesn't strike out, she's losing 70 pins.
And we already know
yeah,
that
more.
it looks like Diana's going to drop out of the top 4 because Shannon Sellens shot 254 and won. And so she will move up.
Yeah. Well, that's a big jump. She was in 16th coming into today and now jumping into the show after the first block. So that's exactly shows why you don't give up, and there's a lot of bowling left. See what Diana does here. Does a good shot. Packs it home.
She's going to pick up the win. She's very excited about it. Looks like, I believe Stephanie Johnson won her game. 224 to 193, and I'm not sure who she bowled. It looks like Kelly shot 231 and beat whoever she was bowling with 189. So I think Stephanie's still going to be the leader.
Flat 10 for Diana, so she's going to bowl 190. Expecting that she makes the spare. She most likely will. So 190, so she'll get plus 20 for the game. Still going in the right direction, but it's not staying ahead of the others.
All right, final shot here. Matt Farber, thanks for sitting in with us in this round.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it, and we will be back in about an hour and 45 minutes when they get started with practice here for the PWBA Wichita Open second round of match play coming up a little bit later on this afternoon. I'm Lucas Wiseman for Matt Farber. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll be back in about an hour and 45 minutes here on Extra Frame.